If you've ever thought that nearsightedness is just bad luck, that it's all in the genes, that because you wear glasses, your child is destined to wear them too, then this video is going to completely change your perspective. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Iris, and I'm an optometry specialist. For the past 20 years, my work has focused entirely on children's eye health and the rapid rise of school-age myopia. Day in and day out, I talk to parents who feel worried, guilty, or just plain confused as their child's prescription gets stronger every single year. And they aren't alone. We're in the middle of a global myopia pandemic. It's true. The World Health Organization estimates that by the year 2050, less than 30 years from now, half of the entire world's population, nearly 5 billion people, could be nearsighted. This is happening fast, and it's affecting our kids the most. So what exactly is myopia? Myopia is the medical term for nearsightedness. It simply means your child can see things up close, like their phone or a book, perfectly clearly. But things far away, like the TV, a street sign, or the board of school, are blurry. Think of your eye like a camera. For a clear picture, the light has to focus exactly on the film at the back, which is called the retina. In a myopic eye, the eyeball has grown just a little too long. Because it's too long, the distant image lands in front of the retina, making the world look out of focus. Now here is the single most important thing I want you to hear today. For decades, we blamed this on genetics. And yes, genetics do play a role. If both parents are nearsighted, their child's risk is higher. That part is true, but that is not the whole story. It's not even the main story anymore. A massive body of new research now shows that our children's environment, their daily habits and lifestyle, accounts for as much as 70% of the risk for developing myopia. Let me say that again, 70%. And this is actually fantastic news. Why? Because you can't change your genes, but you absolutely can change your environment. And today, I'm going to show you exactly how. So if 70% of the risk is environmental, what is that environment? For most children, the biggest change happens when they start formal schooling. We often call this school-age myopia for a reason. The numbers explode right around age 6 or 7. Think about what changes for a child at that age. Their entire world shrinks. Before school, a child's life is mostly spatial. They're running, playing, looking at trees, clouds, and people far away. Their eyes are mostly relaxed, operating in their distant setting. When school starts, they are suddenly asked to sit still indoors for 6 to 8 hours a day. They're forced to stare at one single distance, a book, a worksheet, or a screen, just 12 or 15 inches from their face. This dramatic lifestyle shift introduces two massive environmental triggers for myopia. And the first one might surprise you. It's not screens. It is the outdoor deficit. The single strongest protective factor we know of against the development of myopia is time spent outdoors. Here's the science, made simple. Bright natural daylight, and I mean any daylight even on a cloudy day, is thousands of times brighter than even the most powerful indoor lighting. When this intense light hits the retina film at the back of the eye, it triggers the release of a key chemical messenger called dopamine. You might know dopamine from the brain, but it also works in the eye. And in the eye, dopamine acts like a brake. It sends a crucial signal that tells the eyeball to stop growing longer. It actively slows down that abnormal elongation we talked about. And here's the best part. Your child doesn't need to be playing sports or running around in the hot sun. They just need to be outside. Reading a book on the porch counts. Eating lunch on a picnic bench counts. It is the exposure to the bright light itself that provides the protection. The problem? Most children go from a light-filled home to a dark car to a classroom with artificial light and back home again. They're living in a state of light starvation, and their eyes are missing the stop signal. That's the first half of the problem. The second is what we call near-work overload. Our eyes evolved over millennia to be incredible distance sensors scanning the horizon. They were simply not designed to lock focus on a tiny object with 12 inches away for hours and hours on end. And this near work includes everything: reading textbooks, writing homework, drawing, and using phones or tablets. Let me give you an analogy. Inside your eye, there is a tiny, powerful muscle called the ciliary muscle. When you look at something far away, that muscle is relaxed. But when you look at something up close, that muscle has to flex, squeeze, and hold that tension to keep the image in focus. Forcing your child to do this for hours is the same as asking them to hold a 5-pound dumbbell and a bicep curl all day long. What happens? First, the muscle gets exhausted, fatigued, and can even start to spasm. We call this digital eye strain. But if this intense focusing stress happens day after day, month after month, the eye does something tragically smart. It adapts. The eye basically says, this near work thing seems to be the new normal. It's too stressful to flex this muscle all the time. I know. I'll just grow a little bit longer so I'm naturally focused up close. And as the eyeball elongates, boom, distant vision becomes permanently blurry. That is myopia. So when you combine these two factors, the outdoor deficit and near-work overload, you get the perfect storm for nearsightedness. Think about your child's typical day. Do any of these patterns sound familiar? They rush home from school and go straight to the kitchen table for 2 hours of homework. They relax after homework by scrolling videos on a phone in their dimly lit bedroom. They lie on their stomach on the floor to play a game, holding the device just inches from their nose. They read in bed with only a tiny nightlight on. It's not one single thing. It's the combination of too much near work for too long at too close a distance without the protective, relaxing breaks of bright outdoor daylight. But what about screens? Aren't they the real villain? Let's talk about that next. This brings us to the question I get asked every single day. Doctor, how many hours of screen time is safe for my child? Parents are desperate for a magic number. 2 hours? 3 hours? But this question, while totally understandable, is actually focused on the wrong thing. We've been so conditioned to see the screen as the enemy, we've missed the real problem. Let's bust 2 of the biggest myths I hear about screen time. Myth number 1, educational screen time is good and gaming is bad. Many parents I talk to are very strict about video games, but they don't worry as much if their child spends 3 straight hours doing online homework or watching educational videos. Here's the hard truth. Your child's eyes do not know the difference. That tiny focusing muscle inside the eye doesn't care if it's looking at a history lesson or a Minecraft world. It only knows one thing. I am being forced to stare at a close-up object for a long, uninterrupted period of time. The content doesn't cause myopia. The behavior does. The real danger isn't the screen itself, it's the duration, how long they stare without a break, and the distance, how close they are holding it. An hour spent reading a book with their nose buried in the pages is just as stressful, if not more, than an hour spent watching a TV show from 10 feet away. Myth number 2. Blue light glasses will stop my child's myopia. This is a massive misconception, and it's fueled by a lot of marketing. Let me be perfectly clear, based on the best science we have from organizations like the American Academy of Ophthalmology, AAO, there is currently no scientific evidence that blue light from digital devices causes myopia or makes it progress faster. Now, does blue light do anything? Yes. We know it can disrupt the body's sleep cycle, which is why we recommend no screens for an hour before bed. But blue light itself is not lengthening your child's eyeball. So what about all those ads? Those glasses can sometimes help with something different called digital eye strain. It's crucial to understand that digital eye strain is not myopia. Digital eye strain is like muscle fatigue. It's temporary. It's a collection of symptoms like dry, scratchy eyes because we blink 60% less when staring at screens, headaches, and eye tiredness. When you stop using the screen, the symptoms go away. Myopia nearsightedness is a permanent physical change to the structure of the eye. The eyeball has grown too long. It does not go away when you turn off the screen. So, while blue light glasses might make your child's eyes feel a bit more comfortable during screen use, they are not a tool to prevent or slow down nearsightedness. Please do not rely on them as a solution for myopia. So if screens aren't the direct villain and blue light glasses aren't the solution, what do? We need to stop focusing on the type of screen and start focusing on how our children are interacting with their entire visual world. And that brings us to our 3-part action plan. Okay, so we know that too much near work and not enough outdoor time are the real culprits. How do we fight back? It's easy to feel overwhelmed, but I want to give you a simple 3-part action plan. These are your 3 levers to pull. They are practical, they are free, and they are the most powerful evidence-based strategies we have to protect your child's vision. Lever 1, the outdoor golden rule. Your first and most important lever is the outdoor golden rule. The goal is simple. Your child needs a minimum of 2 hours of outdoor daylight every single day. Remember, this is about the light, not the activity. We are aiming for that bright, natural light that floods the eye and releases that protective dopamine. How do you fit this into a busy school schedule? You accumulate it. It doesn't have to be all at once. Walk to and from school. That could be 30 minutes right there. Eat lunch on a bench outside instead of in the cafeteria. 20 more minutes. A 30-minute break at a park or playground before homework begins. Even just playing or reading on the apartment balcony counts. This isn't about signing them up for more sports. This is about making being outside a non-negotiable part of your family's daily rhythm, just like brushing their teeth or eating dinner. Aim for 2 hours as your target. Research suggests even 90 minutes a day can make a significant difference. This is your number 1 defense. Lever 2, the 20-20-20 break rule. You can't eliminate homework. You can't avoid screens entirely. So your second lever is to change how your child interacts with all that near work. The best way to do this is with the 20-20-20 rule. Here's how it works. For every 20 minutes of close-up work, this includes reading, homework, or screen time, you must take a 20-second break and look at something 20 feet away or more. Why? 20 seconds is the magic number. It's how long it takes for that tiny focusing muscle, the ciliary muscle, to fully relax and reset. A 2-second glance up isn't enough. The muscle is still tense, still stressed. You need 20 full seconds of distance viewing to break the focusing spasm. And 20 feet is just a guideline for far away. The easiest way to do this? Look out a window. Look at a tree, a cloud, or a building across the street. The hardest part of this rule is remembering to do it. So make it a system. Set a timer. Use a physical egg timer on their desk. Use your phone's alarm. There are free apps and browser extensions that will literally fade the screen every 20 minutes to remind your child to take their eye break. This single habit is the most effective way to combat digital eye strain and reduce the constant focusing stress that leads to myopia. Lever 3, the ergonomic bubbler. Our final lever is to create a safe, healthy study environment. I call this the ergonomic bubble. This has 3 parts: distance, lighting, and posture. First, distance. How close is too close? Use this simple test. It's called the Harmon distance, or as I call it, the forearm rule. Have your child sit at their desk, make a fist, and place their elbow on the table. The distance from their elbow to their fist, their middle knuckle, is the minimum distance their eyes should be from their book or screen. If their nose is closer than their fist, they are too close. That's a sign of extreme eye strain. Second, lighting. Never, ever, ever let your child use a screen in a pitch-black room. When the room is dark, your pupils get very wide. This forces the screen's bright light directly into the eye, increasing glare and strain. Always have good ambient light, the main room light, turned on. And if they're reading a book, add a good desk lamp that shines on the page, not in their eyes. A good tip: place the lamp on the side of their non-writing hand so they don't cast a shadow on their work. Third, posture. Make sure their feet can touch the floor and their back is supported. Lying on the stomach to read or watch videos is one of the worst habits, as it forces the eyes to work at a very close, unstable distance. So, there you have it. You have it in JIT. 1. The outdoor rule, 2 hours of daylight. 2. The 20-20-20 rule, with 20-second distance break every 20 minutes. 3. The ergonomic bubble, check the distance, lighting, and posture. This is your action plan. Now, I know that applying these rules looks very different for a 4-year-old than it does for a 14-year-old. So let's quickly break down the number 1 priority for each age group. For preschoolers, ages 3 to 5, your priority is simple: maximize outdoor time. Their job at this age is to play, and the best place to do that is outside. The American Academy of Pediatrics also recommends limiting recreational screen time to 1 hour or less per day. At this age, the 2-hour outdoor rule is your most powerful defense. For elementary school ages 6 to 10, this is when homework begins. Your priority is establishing the rules. This is the critical window to build the 20-20-20 habit and to set up that proper ergonomic bubble, lever 3. Check their forearm rule distance. Make the 20-20-20 timer part of their homework routine before bad habits get locked in. For middle and high school ages 11 to 18, the game changes. Homework loads are massive and social life moves onto screens. Your priority here is managing fatigue and sleep. They're old enough to understand why these rules matter. Focus on the 20-20-20 rule for long study sessions and, critically, sleep hygiene. That means no phones in the bedroom for at least 1 hour before bed to protect their sleep. Now, I want to end this section with the most important piece of advice I can give you. Please do not wait for your child to complain. I hear this all the time, but he never said anything was blurry. Here's the truth. Children are incredibly adaptable. They're terrible at self-reporting vision problems. They often assume that their blurry, strained view of the world is just normal. By the time your child is squinting or tells you they can't see the board, they may have been struggling for months or even a year. So here's your final non-negotiable action. Get your child a comprehensive annual eye examination with an eye care professional, even if they aren't complaining. Even if they pass the simple screening at school. An annual exam is the only way to catch myopia early, and today, catching it early is more important than ever. We now have safe, proven myopia control treatments that can actually slow down the progression, but we can't start them if we don't catch the problem in time. We started this video by talking about genetics, but I hope you see now that while you can't control your genes, they are only a small piece of the puzzle. The science is clear. 70% of your child's risk is determined by their daily environment and habits. This is incredibly good news. It means you have the power. You can make a difference. I know this was a lot of information, and it's easy to feel overwhelmed. So please don't try to change everything at once. Just start with one small change today. Here is your first simple action. Tonight, when your child sits down for homework or screen time, set a 20-20-20 timer. That's it. Start there. Build one healthy habit at a time. Parents' Eye Health Checklist. 1. Target 2 hours of outdoor daylight accumulated. 2. Set a 20-20-20 timer for all near work. 3. Check their desk setup with the forearm rule. 4. Ensure good lighting, no screens in the dark. 5. Book their annual comprehensive eye exam. Which of these 3 levers, outdoor time, the 20-20-20 rule, or the ergonomic bubble, are you going to focus on first? Let me know in the comments below. And to help you, I've put all of this into a simple, free PDF guide, our age-specific eye health checklist. To get it, just type the word eyes in the comments. Finally, if you found this video valuable, please subscribe and most importantly, share this video with another parent, a teacher, or a friend you care about. Thank you for watching. Together, we can protect our children's vision for a lifetime.